Hey everyone, welcome back to Astrology Beans. Today's video is part 2 of the tarot card reading regarding Sheikh Hamdan and his future relationships. These are relationships that are outside of his marriage, so today we're not going to focus on his marriage or wife at all. Today we're just going to focus on the two women that were pulled from the first video that he either had to decide between, or they were just kind of showing that there were two relationships coming up. So these relationships could come after divorce, separation, or they could come during the marriage. Who knows? That's why we're going to look into both relationships today. So before I begin, I just kind of want to remind everybody that these readings are all in fun. Anything I say here should not be considered fact. And just kind of have fun with them. So let's begin. Could I have some information regarding Sheikh Hamdan and the two women from the end of the previous video? So Nine of Wands and Ace of Cups reversed. So let me clarify. Can I have two cards clarifying the Nine of Wands and Ace of Cups? Two cards clarifying Nine of Wands and Ace of Cups, please. Okay, Leo, which is a fire sign, and Pisces, which is a water sign. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first focus on the Nine of Wands reading, and then I'm going to do the Ace of Cups Pisces reading. So can I have some information regarding the relationship with the Nine of Wands? Okay, so first I'm going to talk about this Nine of Wands here, which is kind of, I kind of feel like this card generalizes their relationship as a whole. So with the Nine of Wands, when it comes to relationships and love, it's kind of saying that this relationship is going to require a lot of hard work. Like, love is not going to come easy. Both people are going to have to put in equal effort if this relationship is going to work. Usually the Nine of Wands represents someone that's had a lot of tests and trials, but they're triumphant in the end. Like if you look at the card, the guy looks exhausted. He's like, even has a bandage on his head, and he's been through it, but he's successful. So this is kind of telling me that maybe this relationship has a lot of ups and downs. Maybe they break up, get back together, break up, get back together, those types of relationships. With the Wheel of Fortune, which is also a fire card. So the Nine of Wands is a fire card, the Wheel of Fortune is a fire card, and the Eight of Wands is a fire card. So kind of what this is telling me is I'm getting the feeling that this relationship in the beginning moves quick and fast. They are both just kind of caught up in the moment. They're caught up in together, and then the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that there's an unexpected change. So there's a possible test to the relationship that may require both of them to put forth a little effort in order for this to work. So maybe one person kind of steps on the brakes, like they're going hot and heavy, but then one person's like, oh my God, wait, like this is going too fast, like we got to slow down. So this could be the unexpected change. The Eight of Wands also kind of signifies like a surprise. So maybe the other person's like caught off guard and they're like, what? Like we're moving too fast? And with the Wheel of Fortune, like this change, positive or negative, is always for the best. So with the Wheel of Fortune, and whenever there is a change coming, like there's constant change happening. Like the Wheel of Fortune is always spinning, so there's always going to be change. You always have to look at it as it's for the best. So even if it's a negative change, remind yourself it's for the best. So with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, somebody's putting in a lot of work with no rewards. So again, this is kind of telling me that maybe one person is like, whoa, hold on, like we're moving too fast. And this other person is maybe putting, like still going like full speed ahead. They didn't stop. And they're not getting the reward, and they're not getting the outcome that they had hoped. Like they kind of hoped that if they kept going fast, the other person would change their mind and be like, oh, okay, let's keep going fast. Like, no, that's not going to work. That's not how relationships work. You can't rush love. You can't force love. Love grows at its own pace. Like anytime you try and force something, anytime you try and make things happen quicker than they're supposed to, it's not going to work. You're going to have a bad time, and if it does work out, it's not going to be forever. Like it's going to be a temporary fix. So you never want to force anything. Like just let life, love, anything happen in life at its own time and at its own pace. So that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling with these cards so far. Okay. So with the Five of Cups here, what this is telling me is that they do take a break. And this break could happen because the one person is like, no, I still want things to keep going. I want things to like full speed ahead. And the other person's like, no, we need a break. We need to take a break. We need to figure out what we both want, how we both want this to go forward, things like that. And the thing with the Five of Cups, it's not a full-fledged like break up. Like this is a break. And the reason why is because what this is telling me is that there's still some good in this relationship, but they're not recognizing it or they're not seeing it. So the guy is like looking at the Three Cups there that have tipped over, and he's like crying over that, and he's like, boo-hoo, like my cup's tipped over. And he's not looking at the Two Cups in the back that are still upright. So he's too busy focusing on the bad when there's still good. Like there's good there. He just needs to turn around and he'll be like, oh, hey, my Two Cups are still there. Like that's great. So both people need to turn around and look at the good. Quit focusing on the bad. Like when people focus on just bad and negativity in a relationship, like that's a relationship killer right there. So with the Four of Wands, like if they both get on the same page and they kind of get their act together, like this could turn into an engagement, a wedding. Like this relationship, family approves, the community approves. Like it could be a great relationship. It could be a great outcome. They just need to get on the same page. They both need to slow down, take things a day at a time, and quit focusing on the bad. The Six of Wands here. Somebody is having a confidence issue, and this could be from they're not feeling loved, they're not feeling appreciated, they're kind of feeling neglected. And this could be coming from when you're hot and heavy in the beginning of a relationship and one person pulls back. It's almost like you feel like you are being neglected. You're really not being neglected. They're just not as hot and heavy and as on top of you and giving you 100 and over 100% of their attention. Like their attention is going to be divided now with work and real world and family issues and stuff like that. You're still important and part of their life, but you're just not getting all of their attention like you once were. So this could lead to someone feeling maybe neglected. It's kind of a skewed view of neglect, but they're kind of feeling that way. Like their confidence is shook and they're kind of questioning it. So let me clarify. Who is the Six of Wands and who is having confidence issues? Okay, so she is fire. Aries is a fire sign. So she's having confidence issues. So I have a feeling he kind of like stepped on the brakes a little bit and was like, this is going too fast for me. I need to slow down. He's divided with work, family, and she's like, wait a minute, before you were giving me 100% of your attention and now it's like cut. So she could just be feeling the neglect from that. Let me see, what else do we have going on? Okay, so with the Death reversed, this is, yeah, I'm getting self-esteem issues. So somebody is having a hard time changing their ways. They're having a hard time changing their thought process. They're having self-esteem issues. And I have a feeling this is her. Like it's stemming from her. And it could be also from the Six of Wands as well, that they're just holding on to these unhealthy thought patterns and it's causing an issue with this relationship. And they need to work on themselves before this relationship can be fixed. And then there's also another cause for concern because the Three of Cups reversed means that there could possibly be a third party, but it's not what you think. It's not anybody cheating. This time it is somebody that is trying to break them up. Either through gossip, they're trying to interject in their relationship. They're just not happy that he is with this person. Whoever this Three of Cups is, which we're going to clarify. Whoever this Three of Cups is, they are, I'm getting like jealous. Jealous is coming to mind. They don't like that the family likes them. They don't like that the community likes them together. They just don't. They're taking advantage. They know her weakness. They know she has confidence issues. And so they're kind of using that to take advantage of the situation to break them up. So who is the Three of Cups? Who's the Three of Cups? Okay. I think it's the ex-wife. Sagittarius. She's Sagittarius. or it's a fire sign, but I'm getting the feeling that it's the wife, especially because the Four of Wands here, like people like her. So the wife doesn't like that. So the good news is with the final card here, the Magician. So this is telling me, hold on. Who's the Magician? Because with the Magician, somebody is determined to make this relationship work. Like through all the rough spots, the makeup, the breakups, the self-esteem issues, the lack of confidence, the spilled cups. They're determined to make this relationship work. So who's the Magician? And the good news is that with the Magician, you are able to manifest your desires. And so it has a good outcome. I just want to know who's the Magician. Okay, so she's the Magician. The Leo fire sign. So it looks like she kind of works on herself, works on her confidence, her self-esteem, and she's like, I want this to work. I think she realizes that without her changing and improving herself and growing, that this relationship is doomed. So I get the feeling that this can have a happy outcome. She just needs to work on herself, and they need to both get on the same page. So let me see. Can I have 3 cards summarizing the outcome of this relationship? Pride, ego, arrogance, stubborn love, beginnings, new direction, fresh start, and chance. And that could have to do with the 5 of Cups here, or with the Magician. She kind of gets, they kind of have a new beginning and established. Okay, so family, triumph, security. So it looks like this relationship definitely has a happy ending. But in order for them to reach this established happy ending, again, they need to get on the same page. She needs to work on her confidence. They need to slow things down and be okay with that. Hot and heavy in the beginning is fine, but you both have to say that and be okay with the fact of slowing things down. And then also they need to focus on the good stuff in the relationship and not so much on the bad stuff. And if they do that and openly communicate, I can kind of see how this relationship will work out. So next, I'm going to focus on this Ace of Cups, which I already kind of have. I have a feeling about the Ace of Cups relationship, but we're still going to look at it. So can I have some information regarding the Ace of Cups relationship? Okay, so to begin with the Ace of Cups, I know it's bad, and I know I just sighed right now, but it's because I'm not getting a very good feeling with this relationship. And the reason why is because if the Ace of Cups reversed is summarizing their relationship, There's a lot of sadness and upset from a possible breakup, but I'm getting a feeling that the sadness is from a past breakup. So not this breakup, but from a different breakup. So somebody is bringing baggage into this relationship, which is going to cause problems, because when you bring baggage like that into a new relationship, you're blocking yourself off from this new partner. You're not allowing yourself to open up and to fully allow this relationship to blossom and, turn into something great. So I get someone's just really insecure. And this insecurity is also getting in the way of this relationship. So we have two things that are going on right now. So we have the insecurity, and then we have the person that's bringing in baggage. Let me clarify. Who is feeling insecure? Who is feeling insecure about this relationship? Okay, that doesn't really tell me anything. I just realized they're both water signs. But I have a feeling something is just telling me that it's her. The only Cancer he has in his birth chart is his North Node. But I'm getting the feeling that she's the one with the insecurities. So let me flip some over, see if we can get a better insight into, okay, who's the Knight of Cups? This probably just answered my question right now. Who is the Knight of Cups? So the Knight of Cups, he's the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the reason why the Knight of Cups is significant with this relationship is because the Knight of Cups, they're being kind of passive aggressive. They're kind of hot and cold with this other person. And so now I can understand why she is feeling insecure in this relationship, because if he is hot and cold, kind of being passive aggressive, if he's bringing baggage in from a previous relationship, then no wonder she's having confidence issues and issues with this relationship in general. The Page of Pentacles is just kind of showing someone that's dedicated and loyal to this relationship, smart, funny individual, younger, could be describing her. But then with the Hermit upright, someone needs a break. I have a feeling it's him because he's hot and cold. With the Hermit, they both need to think about what they want. So she is well aware of her insecurities in this relationship, and she's also well aware that he's hot and cold in this relationship. So during this break, he needs to figure out what he wants. She needs to figure out if she wants to stay in this relationship. So let me keep going here. Okay, so they get back together, the Empress upright, they get back together, possible marriage or baby, but I'm just kind of getting that the Empress is saying that they just get back together. I don't think that they're gonna like jump into marriage or baby, just because of the feeling of this relationship. Like, I don't see it making it to a marriage. So they get back together, but the Seven of Wands is saying somebody doesn't want them to be together. So if they decide to get back together and to stay together, they're going to have to fight for this relationship. So let me see. Who is the Seven of Wands? And then I'm going to find out who they don't approve of, him or her. So let me see. Who's the Seven of Wands? an air sign or Gemini. Okay, so this could be from either side right now. An air sign or Gemini from either side, someone from her family or friends or whatever, or his camp that doesn't approve of her. So let me find out, who doesn't the air sign approve of? Who doesn't the air sign approve of? Her. Okay, so it's from his camp. So somebody on his side, an air sign from his side, does not approve of her. And then with the Three of Swords reversed, somebody isn't happy with this someone's not happy with this relationship. And there's a lot of fighting. So this is also an air sign card too. So possibly the fighting could be stemming from this air sign causing difficulties with this relationship. So like I said, somebody does not want them to be together, and it's causing a lot of upset between the two of them because this air sign has a lot of pull, and that's what's causing the issues. Also, somebody is holding on to the past. I have a feeling somebody is holding on to a past relationship, and that's also causing issues. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Six of Cups. Oh, Lord. Okay, so somebody is stuck in the past. I think I mentioned this in the beginning, that somebody had brought in baggage from a previous relationship. So here it is again. Somebody's stuck in the past. I think it's him. Scorpios tend to focus on previous relationships. They get really caught up in past relationships, and they can really ruminate over them. And so I think he brought that into this relationship. This isn't good because I get the feeling that whoever this is comparing his current partner to an old partner, which is really kind of a slap in the face to your new partner when you start comparing exes to the person who you're with now. So yeah, that's not healthy. And if that's the case, if he's comparing her to someone else, then I can totally understand her issues with self-esteem, and her insecurities with this relationship, and then also with the hot and cold, if he's been hot and cold with her, comparing her to other people, just kind of stuck in the past, I would have insecurities too. The Knight of Pentacles is telling me, Knight of Pentacles reverse is telling me that someone's in this relationship for the wrong reasons. And then finally with the Queen of Wands, someone's just kind of being very selfish. Needs are not being met. This relationship is just, I don't see it working at all. It's just bad. We got one person stuck in the past, we got one person feeling insecure, we got another person comparing their exes, and we got someone else who's just I don't want you with this person. No, this relationship is just, it's just horrible. Okay, wait. Before I move on and ask for the clarifying of the last three cards, let me see. Who is he thinking about? Can I have some cards showing me the past relationship that he's thinking about? Who is this woman? I should have asked in the beginning which relationship came first, the fire sign or the water sign. That would help. So who is he thinking about? Who is he comparing his current partner with? So let's see, we have cardinal, which could be Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Cancer. Yeah, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and Libra. Sorry, my mind went blank. Okay, yeah, so we have a Capricorn. So there's a Capricorn or a cardinal sign that he is like hung up on, and it's causing issues with this relationship. So I don't see this relationship going anywhere, especially if he's stuck in the past. But let me clarify. So can I have 3 cards clarifying, just summarizing this relationship? 3 cards summarizing this relationship. Okay, so we have conflicted, multiple choices, inconsistency, and decisions, which that's obvious. Avoiding, blocking, escaping, pushing away, and then apprehensive, guarded, cautious, and afraid. Okay, so this is just a bad relationship, and they both need to get out of it. Like, this is not going to work out for either one of them. Like, it's not a good relationship or not a good match for either one of them. I see no good from either direction. So, okay, I am curious. Let me ask real quick. Which relationship happens first? The water or the fire? Which relationship occurs first? Water or fire? Mutable moon, so that would be the Pisces. So this relationship happens first. So, okay, so this relationship happens first. He's caught up with this cardinal Capricorn. He's bringing that baggage into this relationship. This relationship doesn't work. Then comes the fire sign. I'm curious, who is this cardinal? Who is this Capricorn? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3rd video. So one of the terms I haven't really used during these video series is soulmate. And the reason why I don't use the term soulmate when it comes to relationships is because you have more than one soulmate. Like, soulmate isn't just for romantic relationships. Like, have you ever met somebody and you feel like you've known them your whole life, but you literally just met them? Like, that's a soulmate. Like, you run with your little like soul gang, your soul family. So you have more than one soulmate. So I don't like using that term, but it's such a universal term when it comes to romance. And when people are talking about like their one and only, like the one they want to be with forever and ever and ever, their beloved. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm curious of who this cardinal moon Capricorn is. Maybe that's their quote unquote soulmate, their beloved, the one that they can't get over. So I'm going to do another reading. I'm going to do another reading at a future date that kind of focuses, and maybe I can pull, because I know everybody is curious about who he's going to eventually end up with. Like, who's going to be his one and only? Is there going to be a one and only? And I think I have to word it using like soulmate, beloved, like one and only, like who is his heart and mind, like 100% focused on, like who does he want to spend the rest of his life with? Like, I think I have to word the reading that way to get those answers. I just kind of feel like these 2 relationships, even though the fire relationship kind of ended up with, like, they could be established, I kind of got the feeling that that was not his quote unquote soulmate, or what people would consider like his one and only, the one he wants to spend the rest of his life with. I kind of feel like that relationship just worked for him. His family liked him, the community liked her. And so he was just like, all right, it works. It's better than my wife. So I'm gonna do another reading that kind of rewords everything and kind of hones in on who does he want to spend the rest of his life with? Like, who is that one woman that's out there that has his attention? Because we all know that there is that one woman that has his 100% attention. Like, there's other women, but there's that one that means the world to him. So I'll do another reading focusing on that. And then I also have kind of coming up, his birthday's coming up in November. So what I want to do is, closer to his birthday, I want to do a tarot card reading that kind of shows how his year is going to be. I also want to start doing weekly tarot card pulls, like 3 cards, kind of going over everybody's sign. So I'm going to do that as well as his. And then I'm going to think about this video, but maybe there's a lot of rumors going around that he has a kid, he has kids, plural. I don't know, maybe we can get some information regarding that. Usually with tarot, though, it's hard to pull any information with kids because you can't really plan kids. Kids just kind of, they really do just kind of happen. Like, it's not on your time. So I don't know. I'll play around with that, kind of see what's going on. If you have any other suggestions for tarot card readings that you would like me to do, let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you have any questions or other comments, let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, give it a like. Also, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And thank you for watching.